Here's a restaurant you should definitely write down in your little notebook or enter a reminder in your phone, because one of the region's most talented chefs has a brand new Italian restaurant. That's today's special. Chef Dante de Magistris is an artist.
How long scallopine, table 31? 4 minutes, 4 minutes.
Crafting each dish with technique, precision, and patience.
Well, I cook because it makes people happy.
Using authentic Italian recipes that are time-tested and palate-approved.
This restaurant's all about traditional home-cooked Italian food, really focusing on the region of Campania. It's where my dad's from. It's where I spent a good amount of time cooking right after high school. I spent a good 2 years there and learned quite a bit about the culture and why these traditions can last hundreds of years. If we can keep tradition going, why not? Especially if we can make people happy doing it at the same time.
And he's certainly making customers happy one dish at a time at Il Casale. Located on Mass Ave in Lexington, Il Casale Cucina Campana is the third installment of Dante's ever-growing family of Italian restaurants, including the original Il Casale in Belmont and Dante in Cambridge.
People love Italian food because it's food you can eat every day. It's healthy, it's exciting, it's all about the use of ingredients properly. It's all about respect for the ingredients.
So here at his latest spot in Lexington, he's lined the menu with all of the de Magistris family favorites.
These are all the favorites from my brothers and I. Food we grew up with. My dad will come in here almost every night and taste it and tell me what I'm doing right and what I'm doing wrong. We can make Italians happy. We can make, I hope, anyone happy.
It all starts with the pasta, made every day by hand.
We make all our own pasta because it tastes better. We're taking really good ingredients, proper technique, and it's taking something simple as pasta that's kind of ordinary sometimes and making it extraordinary.
There's the pumpkin-filled ravioli served in a flavorful brown butter with sage and amaretti crumbs. The lasagna is layered with mozzarella, bechamel, and Parmigiano Reggiano, and then topped with a light meat sauce. And if you love bolognese, you have to try the pork ragout. This version from Campania features a meaty ragout napolitana served over house-made mafalde pasta.
The pork ragout is very hearty. It's a perfect thing to eat on a cold winter's day. We serve it with a short, wavy pasta called mafalde, so it really soaks up that sauce. Very al dente, just like the Neapolitans like.
Neapolitans also have a soft spot for street food, so Dante created a section of his menu dedicated to the region's most celebrated and fun everyday dishes.
The Neapolitan street food section of the menu is a fun way to experience walking through Naples.
There's the mozzarella in carrozza, a decadent fried grilled cheese served alongside a tomato basil salad, and the pizzetta fritta, a Neapolitan fried dough paired with sliced soppressata and chunks of provolone. But the must order is the panzerotti, a crispy potato croquette stuffed with smoked scamorza.
So when you cut into it, the cheese just oozes out. I recommend using your hand. It's quite all right to use your hands when you eat this. You know, it's street food.
For something more formal, order the acqua pazza. Literally translated as crazy water, this Neapolitan-style seafood stew combines scallops, calamari, shrimp, clams, and bass in a flavorful broth.
The acqua pazza really is crazy water is what it translates to, because when you cook all these fish and seafood together in one pan, it creates a crazy water. It's crazy good.
Also insanely tasty is the braised beef, which combines slow-cooked meat with San Marzano tomatoes and roasted vegetables, while the slow-roasted pork shoulder is served over celery root and slathered in citrus.
It's served with citrus marmalade, and this marmalade coats the slow-roasted tender pork and gives it a little richness and sweetness.
And for something super sweet, save room for the Bocconcini.
So the Bocconcini is kind of like a cream puff, but instead of it baked, we fry the dough. It looks like a little seashell, and we fill it with lemon pastry cream and top it with a little piece of sour cherry. So when you bite into it, you get a little warm texture on the outside, and the inside you get the cool cream and then a little sweetness and sour from the cherry.
And while the hours are long and the work is hard, Dante never minds doing the work because he's making the food he loves.
I love the challenge of bringing Italy to Belmont, Lexington, and Cambridge. Nowadays, people travel so much, so they know what's good and what's not, and they can see that this is what Italian food is supposed to be.